because of the way we've structured our system and our programs, if you're someone that comes in at 6 a.m. and all of a sudden you can't make it at 6 a.m. and you need to be able to change it, one button and that's it. You can change your workout, you can change your session, you can fit it into the day.
Welcome back to Brew Talks. I'm Steve Stroud, Executive Director of Roswell Inc., and I'm excited to have Max Nazaire here with me from Safe Haven.
Steve, how you doing?
Good, man. Max, we go back at least till 2016.
Oh, definitely. Pre-COVID years.
Pre-COVID years. You came to Roswell, opened a fitness, fit to the max. I will never forget that.
Yes. That was our name back in the day. Yes, sir.
Well, tell me a little bit about your story. I mean, it's pretty fascinating, and you've been highlighted recently in AJC, CNN, some other spots. Talk to us about what you've been doing here in Roswell.
Yeah, well, really in Roswell, our number one goal is to help people reach their God-given potential through fitness and wellness. So when we came to Roswell, we were Fit to the Max, and then later on, we've evolved to become Safe Haven Fitness, and we're a small group personal training facility that helps people who are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s reach their fitness and wellness goals.
Well, Roswell, I'm not saying I'm aging, but I might be aging a little bit. We are an older community, and, keeping mobile is part of the process, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's the key. If you live long enough, you have those bumps and bruises, and it's about being able to maintain movement, continue to live life to the fullest. And as you continue to live life to the fullest, it allows you to extend your years and to improve your quality of years of life.
Which is the key to everything.
Absolutely.
It's quality of life.
Yes.
So tell me, remind us, because I remember the story, but I want to hear it from you to share with our viewers, what got you into fitness?
All right, cool. I mean, I wrote a book about it, but I'm trying to see if I give you the condensed version.
Yeah.
Really, it started, I was always into sports growing up. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and, played the sports, whatever the season was, that's what I played.
You played that season.
Right, but I excelled in track and field, so I was able to, gain all New York City honors, state considerations, got recruited to college and everything. And I remember in college, it was my freshman year, I was the MVP of the team, but that same year, I actually had a heart attack.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I had a heart attack, went to a multitude of doctors. Finally, they found out that I had this rare heart condition called Wolff-Parkinson's-White syndrome, WPW for short, which required me to have life-threatening surgery. So they put me on the table. I actually flatlined on the table.
Oh, wow.
And they were able to bring me back. So then it went from that to being on medicine. And then we had another life-threatening surgery. And then I can tell you now, the grace of God and my love of fitness is really what allowed me to be able to overcome that situation. Because I'll never forget what the doctor said. They said if it wasn't for me pushing myself to live that healthy and active lifestyle, I would survive the heart attack or the surgeries.
So because you were already in good shape, and you were an athlete,
yes,
it gave you that extra edge, and now you're taking it as a mission.
Yeah, so then at that point in time, I knew what I was put on this earth to do, which is really to help people live those healthy and active lifestyles. Switched my major, went from engineering to public health and health science, got my degree in that, worked with some people off of Wall Street, had some success there, but I really wanted to help people who really needed the help. And I felt like coming down to Roswell, Georgia was like the perfect spot.
You wanted to have it in your own hands.
I definitely wanted to make an impact. I wanted to put my stamp on the world, so to speak.
Well, one of the things we always talk about on Brew Talks is entrepreneurship. It's not for everybody.
No.
It's not for the weak-hearted, right?
Absolutely not.
you and I have had many conversations over the years. It's like, when you've got a staff and you've got rent and you've got all those things, it wears on you. But yet you have to be in a position mentally, right? Not only mentally but physically, to be able to go after it. And you've done it. You've got a great location down on South Atlanta Street.
Yeah, no, we've been fortunate. Roswell's been good to us, and being in Roswell, the community is great. It's an awesome place to do business. It's an awesome place for us to fulfill our vision and our purpose, and for people who dive into entrepreneurship, I think a lot of times you do come in with that hunger and that fire, and then life happens,
Reality
right?
hits.
Reality hits, and the
That's
high
right.
kind of disseminates, and then that's when you're really put to the test, and it's like a commitment isn't a commitment until it's tested,
That's right.
right?
And we were all tested, and we've talked about this, you and I. We were all tested to our core during COVID.
Yes.
Right? Gyms and fitness places, even above and beyond, right? Restaurants, anything that people came together. But you guys persevered. You made it through it, and actually came out better as a whole, as what product you're serving and your clientele.
Yeah, and I wish we could take credit for it, but honestly speaking, it was just from the loyalty of our clients.
Yeah.
Our thing was, it wasn't about how can we save the business. We were just like, how can we meet people where they're at right now? Because things were crazy, and folks were trying to figure out what's going on, and you're schooling your kids from the kitchen table, and you're balancing work, and you're trying to figure out this Zoom thing. So we just came from a place of service, like how can we help people? And then it was rough in the beginning, but after a while, we kind of understood what was happening and understood what the landscape was and what the needs were, and we just filled the need. And as a result, we grew 33% during COVID.
And see, that was one of the things I liked, how the famous word of COVID was pivot, right? I think we all did it.
Yeah.
Anybody that survived pivoted. And one of the things that we gained as an organization was our Coffee Connects, our virtual Coffee Connects.
Yes.
Now, you were on many of those. And I felt like that was a time that the community really rallied with each other, and still does, because they're still highly successful on the last Friday of the month, a little self-plug, but a great way to connect with people. And that's what people wanted. They needed that. They needed to be able to see somebody and talk to somebody, and I think that was a difficult time that played on everybody's mindset, and still probably does to some extent. But you combine that with the physical part, you guys twisted it on, and kudos. Talk to me a little bit more about the clientele. You said it's 50s, 60s, 70s. How does a 60-year-old man go in there and change his habits?
Well, it's fine. I want to answer that question, but I want to go back to the Coffee Connect.
Yeah.
And I think this is something that, is a little understated. Because you guys were able to put that together, I still have relationships and friendships that bloom from meeting people virtually online for the first time. So that was a really great thing that you guys did. So I just wanted to make sure we didn't brush that under the rug there.
I appreciate the plug.
Yeah, but yeah, in terms of how do we help someone who's in their 60s come in and work out? We address the challenges that people have. The number one challenge towards someone being able to achieve their fitness and wellness goals: time. I don't have time. I'm busy.
Get it.
And I fall in that same category. I'm a business owner. I work crazy hours. I have a beautiful wife and 2 daughters, and I want to be involved in my community, and I'm doing things. And it's hard to find the time to focus on you and your health and your wellness, right? So the first things first is when we bring someone in, we ask them what their goals are, but then we dive deeper. We want to understand why they have those goals, because it's not about them wanting to lose 30 or 40 pounds. It's the purpose that they're able to fulfill when they lose that weight and the transformation that they're looking to have, right? So once we understand what that purpose is, now we know how to encourage them. We know how to motivate them. We'll press that button if we need to, because again, it's about the overarching goal and not necessarily just the physical aspect of it.
It's the whole game plan.
Absolutely. It's the whole game plan. It's the whole person. It's a holistic approach towards someone being able to fulfill their God-given potential and to be a citizen of the world.
Well, and we all know that if you don't stick with it, obviously, it doesn't occur, right?
Right.
And one of the things that amazes me is I see some of your posts and stuff. Some of the same people are there every week. You have to make time. It has to be a part of what I always call just like brushing your teeth twice a day. It's just something you do. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think where we've had success with our clients is that we've made it as easy as possible for them to turn fitness into a natural part of life. So we talked about the time thing and how that's a big obstacle for a lot of us, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the things that we do is we utilize a specialty app that allows people to check in for sessions. So, I've been training for over 20 years. I know it doesn't look like it, but I have.
Yeah.
And the biggest challenge is that, let's say you have trainer X, right? And Trainer X popular times are 6 and 7 a.m. in the morning and 6 and 7 p.m. You're working with that coach, and it so happens something comes up with business or with life and you can't make it there, and then they fill that spot with someone else, and then you're trying to get back in and you can't because they can only see so many people because of a capacity issue. Because of the way we've structured our system and our programs, if you're someone that comes in at 6 a.m. and all of a sudden you can't make it at 6 a.m. and you need to be able to change it, one button and that's it. You can change your workout, you can change your session, you can fit it into the day. The other thing is most people, they feel like they need to be at the gym for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Our workouts are in and out in 30 minutes. So you're getting a really effective workout that's not, patronizing, but that's going to allow you to be able to gain strength, boost your energy, improve your metabolism, and manage your weight if necessary in 30 minutes or less, which is awesome for our clients.
So Max, if there was 2 things that you would suggest, 1 and 2, that people out there that are listening need to do in their lives to start the process, to log on and see you or pick up the phone and call you, what are those 2 things that they need to do?
I would say just drive on by.
Drive on by. All right, we can do that. That's an easy one.
Yeah, we're at 836 Atlanta Street, so we're right in the heart of historic Roswell.
Across from the new Ace Hardware.
Absolutely, yeah. Shout out to Ace, right?
Yeah, we love those guys.
Yeah, or they can just visit us on our website at safehavenfitness.com.
That's awesome. Well, as we always say, it's a great day to do business in Roswell.
Indeed.
It's great that you've been here with us since 2016. We want to see you grow. We want to see those girls graduate from high school. We want to see that success, and we want to see your empire grow because what your message is so strong. And so we appreciate you being here in Roswell.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Steve. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's a great day to do business. Let's go do some.